it's oldtruthford. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in the fight and it's the best of show. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word, it's oldtruthford.
Tight on him or whether to stand off him like that, because that's what will happen. Good goalkeeping, large for the situation, reads it well.
He has been a tremendous goalkeeper for a very long time. The weekend was described as extraterrestrial by the Spanish press. So good was he against Osasuna?
Yeah, man of the match, wasn't he?
Halo to know where to go. Unite in the fight and it's the best for sure. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word, it's oldtruthford. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in the fight and it's the best for sure. If you don't believe me, watch this truth with every word. It's old truthford. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in a fight, and it's the best for sure. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word. It's old truthford.
Gonzalez. Alvarez.
You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in a fight, and it's the best for sure. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word. It's old truthford. You don't need a halo to know where to go. Unite in a fight, and it's the best for sure. If you don't believe me, watch this video. It's truth with every word. It's old truthford.
Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. How are we doing, folks? Truthfordians, Diego, I see you, my friend, and I salute you. Nice little hate watch with the boys. Lovely stuff. Gooners flopping, diving all over. The Truthfordians, Ethan Johnson, good to see you as well. Diego, what's good, fam? I know I say this every time, but this drummer is floating on this track. Oh my god! Arsenal close to conceding there. Wow, just inches away from the post. But yeah, the drummer, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Every live stream, he knows what's good. I've got the live band just behind me, who are prepared to play the intro whenever needed. Ethan, my G, it's fire. Going back and forth between the Arsenal game and the City Villarreal game. Okay, let's see if we can get all of the scores up at the moment. So, oh my god, Barcelona defeated. Is defeated the right word? Destroyed, decimated Olympiacos 6-1, which involved Marcus Rashford getting 2 goals. Wow. Atletico Madrid and Arsenal obviously still 0-0. PSG 1-0 up against Leverkusen. Dortmund 1-0 up against FC Copenhagen. Man City 1-0 up against the mighty Yellow Submarine Villarreal. And all the other games 0-0. Where are we? Doing some day drinking. You love to see it. That's the message that we're gonna pin. Straight up. Doing some day drinking. That is always welcome at the home of honestly biased sports content. Oh, Truthford. Admin. No video admin. JK, it was my phone. No video admin. JK, it was my phone. Oh, okay. You mean like there was no video showing on the screen? Rashi's value going up. Who scored for City? Honestly, we're getting minimum 40 mil for Rashford, surely. Who scored for City? It was Haaland. Of course it was Haaland. But let's look at the stats for this Arsenal-Atletico game so far. So it's a pretty even game. Arsenal have created 0.55 XG. Possession, only 51% to Arsenal, 49% to Atleti. So very 50-50. Who is this guy on the bench that we're looking at right now? I don't know who we were looking at there. 2 big chances for Arsenal so far, but no goals is the important thing. Needed that. Have him on a parlay. Boo. Boo Ethan Johnson's parlays. Boo. Lads, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video. And if you are new, please be sure to subscribe. We are going to be going through the latest updates that have come out today, as well as a cheeky, as Diego likes to put it, hate watch along. Let me just get all of the latest updates today ready for us while we react to a match live. And I'll stay live as long as I possibly can do, lads, before I've got to head off. But we'll see. We'll give you all the latest updates, all the latest and greatest updates. How do you think I help keep the lights on at Old Truthford Incorporated? Well, I mean, you make a solid point, Ethan. You make a solid point. So does that mean that Haaland is indirectly funding the lights at Old Truthford Incorporated? Potentially. Potentially. Okay, let's move over to the Twitter screen. There's going to be a bunch of useless stories as well, but don't want you guys waiting too long for the latest and greatest updates. So let me see if I can do this. This will work. One sec, I need to pop out this chat. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to see what you lads are saying. Okay. Let's move over here. And this should now show us our beloved updates. Here we go, people. Here we go. Look alive, people. Plus the NBA starts tonight. Who do you have for the NBA, Ethan? Admin has a lady friend waiting in the wings. I mean, I don't disappoint and tell, so I'm not going to be getting into that. But let's start with the first story. Ex-Liverpool player Stephen Warnock on Matheus Cunha. I thought yesterday Cunha was outstanding. Best player on the pitch by a country mile. I don't want to throw out a big name to compare him to, but I'm going to. Eric Cantona. Yeah, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. Yes, Matheus Cunha's got good hold-up play, and I think he had a very good game against Liverpool. But to say that he is now being compared to Eric Cantona, and he was the best player on the pitch, is a touch too far. A touch too far, I would say. I'm a Cavs fan, admin. Apologies, Ethan. You have told me that before. Cavs, Ohio Cavs. Big up the Cavs. Haram Balkan, Haram the Haramist. To Haram or not to Haram? Harambe. Am I right, Diego? Am I right? But yeah, we are looking at Stoke City 2.0 on crack versus the king of the dark arts, Diego Simeone in the Champions League tonight. Arsenal preparing for a corner here. Can Gyökeres get a goal, or will he continue to only score against Farmers? Oh, he leapt up, but the ball was missing from his head. Yeah, we've seen the Stephen Warnock quote. What else do we have? Steve Bruce. What's Steve Bruce saying? I don't think Ruben Amorim will change. We've seen what kind of coach he is. He will continue with his ideas. The important thing for Manchester United is that they have recruited well. Mbuemo and Cunha are two very good players who bring a lot of quality. Amen. To get them both for around like 60 mil as well is very decent value, to be fair. What else do we have? Cristiano Ronaldo and Novak Djokovic. Love to see it. On 21st of October 2023, we said goodbye to the late great Sir Bobby Charlton. Obviously will be remembered in the history of Manchester United and in the present, and probably in the future as well. So shout out to Sir Bobby. Manchester United would not be what they are today without him. Steve Bruce on Harry Maguire. Oh, you just know Steve Bruce is going to love Harry Maguire. My Mbuemo shirt is being delivered today. Ah, you're a lucky man, Ethan. I'm tempted to get an Mbuemo shirt, to be fair. I always thought at the start of the season he was going to be our player of the season. And I think he is going to come up again and again. And it's going to be one of those things where Mbuemo should get more credit than Cunha, but because Cunha's got a bit more flair, a bit more personality to him, I think fans will remember Cunha more favourably this season. But that's admin's prediction for the end of the season. Ahmad shirt delivered tomorrow. I have all 3 kits from this season. Damn. Those are good kits to have as well, Ethan. I think they're going to be 3 of our biggest players. But what did Steve Bruce have to say on Harry Maguire? We are all thrilled for him. He was made a scapegoat at Manchester United. I don't think he has really ever disappointed there. Okay, that's being a bit fair to Maguire. I mean, he did have an 18-month period where he played some of the worst football known to man. Just looking at Gyökeres trying to sprint past somebody here, but then diving onto the floor. Honestly, these Arsenal players, I think Diego said it earlier, but they are absolutely milking it. They are milking it. Nicky Butt on Harry Maguire. Harry has never let the club down. Again, I think in some performances we're kind of rewriting the past here, because Harry Maguire has let Manchester United down in a number of matches. So to say that he's never let the club down, I don't want to be negative, but let's just be realistic here. But I think the club has let him down at times. When he was performing with the England team, he was alongside John Stones, who was a very different player. The best defensive partnerships at Manchester United were always made up of 2 different players. Ferdinand shone with Vidic, Bruce with Pallister, but United have never had a defender who complemented Harry's qualities. That's true, but then at the same time, I think Rafael Varane should have been that player. But the partnership between Maguire and Varane never flourished. So again, it seems like we're kind of rewriting history here. Virgil van Dijk on Maguire's late winning goal. Wait a sec. Where are we? Admin, what's your pour of choice? Guinness? I'm not a Guinness man, to be honest. I think it's too creamy. I don't like a creamy drink. I am very much a gin type of guy. Gin and tonic, maybe gin lemonade, maybe a pink gin if I'm feeling a bit fruity, Diego, in all honesty. A drink that I do get slated for, but I mean, cheeky gin and lemonade, can't go wrong. Red Cunha, black Mbuemo, white Ahmad. Oh, he's got the trifecta as well. Ethan Johnson, goodness me. Sadly, I'll have to donate my Garnizzi away kit from last season. Just keep it as a, I don't know, maybe dress your Guy Fawkes up in it or something like that. Do you guys have Guy Fawkes over in America? Wait, you guys won't have Guy Fawkes, will you? Oh, Saka here. Saka gets the cross off. Wow. Offside? Offside for Martinelli. But it could be 1-0 up for Arsenal here. You guys don't have Guy Fawkes, do you? You guys don't have Bonfire Night. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you do. Gyökeres made a meal of that. A man of refined taste. Thank you, Diego. You're a gentleman and a scholar, my friend. A gentleman and a scholar. Gin and tonic is a classic. Yeah, neckbeards love V for Vendetta. Love it. Love it. But yeah, just dress up your Guy Fawkes in a Garnizzi shirt. No, we're not cool enough for that. I mean, aren't you guys going to be celebrating like some sort of pilgrimage or something? Or how you came to terms with the pilgrims? in the next couple of weeks, Thanksgiving. I feel like that's coming up soon. The only reason I know that as well is from like Friends, so shows how poor my American festive knowledge is. But let's look at what Van Dijk had to say on Maguire's winning goal. I think we conceded a very sloppy second goal. We worked so hard to get back into the game and we created great opportunities to score the winner. But if you concede a second goal like that, that is the disappointing part. If you look at the game as a whole, we were far too rushed. I think they were very patient. They didn't press us high, but they didn't let us on the ball. We still created many opportunities to score, but the reality is that we lost. Yeah, come to terms with it, Van Dijk. Have seen V for Vendetta. Do you rate V for Vendetta? That is one of my like favorite movies, to be fair. Very good movie shout there from Ethan Johnson. I think my favorite scene is probably where V says governments, people shouldn't be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people. Very, very cold line. And I can see why a lot of Americans would love that line as well. Given the fact of like guns are legal because of the whole idea that like the government could just take control. But yeah, very good movie. What are your guys' favourite movies? I don't think we've ever spoken about that on stream. I don't think we've ever spoken about favourite movies. But let's look at Man United's Premier League results so far this season. Arsenal loss, Fulham draw, Burnley win, Man City loss, Chelsea win, Brentford loss, Sunderland win, Liverpool win. So we are pretty much win or lose. That is the state of our season at the moment. We're not... Oh, crossing from Aleti, but it's defended well. The Usual Suspects is my favourite movie. I've not heard of that one, but I'll make a note. How would you describe it in one sentence? Or two sentences? How would you describe Usual Suspects? One player has created 20 plus chances in the Premier League this season. Bruno Fernandes. Typical. What else are we looking at here? Arnie Schlott, when the opponents don't use the starting 11 he wants them to use. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Why is Brewer giving off so much steam? I'm guessing he's exercised a lot walking up these hills and it's very cold. That's what I'd imagine. Can we talk about just how good Lenny Yoro was when he came on versus Liverpool? 5 minutes to go. 100% of aerial duels won. 6 touches, 2 headed clearances, 2 passes into the final third. The greatest movie twist ever. Okay. I like the sound of that, Ethan Johnson. I'll be looking into Usual Suspects tonight. Noose in the gym. Good to have Noose Mazraoui back soon. Lenny Yoro jumping on that box. What else have we got? Classic Vidic quote. You can fix your nose, but if you let somebody score the goal, you cannot fix your pride. If I was going to win a challenge, I had to go 150%, not 80%, not 90%, 150%. That's mental strength. Shout out to Vidic. Not Maguire, Mainu, smiling in the gym, things you love to see. Hopefully the win against Liverpool has obviously got everyone's spirits up, including those players who are in kind of like the background. Hopefully it'll give them a bit more faith in Amorim's system that we can get results against the top teams, because we have won away against Manchester City and Liverpool. I think the only manager to do that in the past 5 seasons in the Prem. So hopefully it'll get them back on side. What else do we have? No centre-back has won more defensive duels than Matthijs de Ligt, 37 in the Premier League this season. Fair play. Big up de Ligt. Honestly, he's a dark horse for our player of the season. Harry Maguire is willing to take a pay cut to sign a contract extension at Manchester United. Oh, go on, Harry. Win a Premier League with us. Go on, even as a squad player. The win versus the Scousers is a springboard. I hope so, man. I hope so. Realistically, I don't know if either of you have had a chance to watch the latest video that I put out, but in my eyes, the only thing missing from Ruben Amorim being a success at Manchester United is the fans. And just these fan channels who just have been very quick to jump on him even though he hasn't been here a year, which is mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing that like these fan channels will just completely go with what they think the majority of the fans want instead of actually thinking about what like is realistic. Like the man's had only like 1-2 transfer windows and people were calling for him to leave or change his system. It's insane. De Ligt was player of the season last season. Was he? Who was player of the season? I can't even remember. I don't want to remember last season if I'm honest, but I think he was doing well, but then he got injured, didn't he? McAllister, Buzz Lightyear memes were mint. Yeah, those were good. Those were very good. I didn't ask, by the way, what's both of your guys' drink of choice? If you're at the bar and you can only order one thing, what do you go for? I watched Med and liked both. Watched Med. You've lost me, Ethan. What does watched Med mean? Harry Maguire is willing to take a pay cut. We know that. What else? Understand Fabrizio Romano saying, understand Aston Villa have made formal approach with Royal Antwerp for Sen Larmans. These guys were actually going to sign Larmans and then give us their 33-year-old washed Emi Martinez. You just know that, like, with boards, with like board members and like how United were structured in the past, we would have got Martinez and Aston Villa would have signed Larmans. Like, you just know that would have happened. But because of Ineos, because of the structure that they've set up, they believed in the youth. They got a 23-year-old quality keeper in, and we've really like benefited from it. So again, you got to give your hats off to Ineos. You got to give your hats off to the board. Julian Alvarez with a little hairband there. Beautiful, beautiful scenes. I watched both and liked both. Lovely stuff, Ethan. Appreciate it. We got to give... Come on, where are we? We got to give an air horn to Ethan Johnson there. Much appreciated. Old-fashioned. I go for a Jameson... What? Old-fashioned? What's old-fashioned? Honestly, I'm not a big drinker, so I don't know. I don't know too much. What's an old-fashioned? It's a step above basic Coke and rum. Oh, okay, I've grown to like a rum and Coke, Diego. Jameson and ginger. Have to try that. Isn't Jameson a whiskey, though? Jim the Rat still needs to F off, says Ethan. Wow. Oh, Saka down in a lot of pain here, from the looks of it. Not many ask for it, and it's easy to start a convo with a bartender and establish good service for the night. I feel like service is a lot more... what's the word? I don't know. Not necessary, but a lot more apparent in America. Like, you can really tell the difference between good service and bad service. In Europe, I feel like everyone just looks at you with the same squinty eyes. Kind of... One sec, I can finally use this. Kind of like... not like that. Kind of like this. I mean, just kind of squint at you and they're just like, what's your order? Come on. Tell us, what's your order? And then I'm just like, I just want a gin and lemonade, please. Just a gin and lemonade. But yeah, it's one of those. 4 ounce of bourbon, bitters, and 1 ounce of simple syrup. Oh, you guys are making me want to have a drink. I haven't had a drink in a while. I think it's been a couple of months. I'm due a drink, but then I can't. I just remembered there's a reason I can't drink at the moment because, guys, your boy the admin is 2 weeks, 3 weeks away from having a minor surgery. I will say it's not an intense surgery, but minor surgery, and I have to go under bloody anaesthetic for the first time in my life, which I am not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to being put to sleep, as they call it. You load a tip, $20 up front and set. $20 tip! Oh my god. How are you affording that? How are you affording that, Diego? Old fashioned, yeah, classic. Don't care about service. Can you make the drink and can you make it right? A sip on though. It's JMO and ginger. Okay, so you guys like your rum, you like your kind of whiskey or your bourbon. Very nice. Admin is having a colonoscopy. I'm not having a colonoscopy. I'm having it's like a hernia surgery, which I got from playing football a few months ago. So it's only minor, but that is why I haven't drank in a while, because I'm trying, because now I've gotten like an official surgery date. I don't want to risk anything going wrong. Being under anesthesia is kind of funny. Tell me, Ethan, please, because like I know no one who's been under it, and I'm trying to get like an actual representation of what it's like. But Harry Maguire would be willing to take a pay cut. We know this. We've reported this. What else do we have? Zirkzee and Ugarte, 2 players that I think are probably going to leave Manchester United this summer. Admin, just make it a game. Count backwards from 10. Okay. Noted, Diego. I will do that. I have heard some people say that. So it's just like what number you can get to. You pass out and wake up what seems to be 5 minutes later, regardless of the actual time. You also say some wild shiz when you're coming out of it. Oh, God. Oh, no. They're going to check my hard drives. What if I just ask them to subscribe or something when I'm waking up? How awkward would that be? My secret identity given away. You'll never notice when you're out, and it'll feel like seconds later you're back. Diego is 1000% correct. Apparently you can hear like people talking and stuff like that. Can you guys hear people? Did you guys hear people talking when you were coming out? Oh, it's weird, man. Even just talking about it now with you guys, like I can feel like, you know, when you feel like your body's like getting weird about it. Like you can already feel the nerves. I'm honestly not a very nervous person. I try not to be, but when it's something where like you can't even mentally get over it, it's very weird. Very weird indeed. Let's see what else we have. Again, they're loving these spam photos of Kobe Mainoo. Tyrell Malacia, the forgotten man. Forgotten man. Wow. Been a while since we've seen him. Nah, if you're full out, you're full out, especially if it's general anesthesia. Okay, cool. Hopefully I'm full out. I don't want to be awake for it, I don't think. I don't know what's worse, being awake for it and then still having your marbles with you, or like just being fully out and then just being like, oh, okay, cool, it's all done. Mariska says Liam Delap is very close to returning to training. Liam is not working with us yet. He's still out. Looks like we dodged a bullet with Delap. What surgeries did you guys have, by the way, if you had to have general anesthesia? Let me go back to this screen just for a sec, just to check something. Okay, cool, we're all good. Let's move back over here. Manchester United are among the clubs interested in Angelo Stiller. You just know that somebody, if he has a bad game, is going to like make some sort of joke about Ben Stiller, Angelo Stiller. Stuttgart's current price for Stiller is set at 43 million. I don't know why we would go for Stiller, to be honest. Maybe as a squad player, but I don't see him being a starting midfielder for us. If you're somewhat lightly sedated when where you're like in the twilight zone, you do hear things and respond, but you won't remember a thing. Cool. I'm down for that. I do not want to remember any of this. I won't feel anything like pain. Lovely. Okay. Okay. I can handle that. I can handle that. Rory Keane on Bruno's assist for the winner. I'd say 99 players out of 100 would have controlled that. The pace it's coming at him, not many players could do that. Shout out to Roy Keane giving Bruno Fernandes some credit. Manchester United Academy player Bendito Mantato has been called up to represent England in the Under-17s World Cup. Huge achievement. We've got a lot of young quality players based on reports, but the question is, guys, who is going to be the one that stands out? Who is going to be the player that actually stands out and gets that first team shout out? Because we've obviously got Shea Lacey, we've got JJ Gabriel, we've got Bendito Mantato. Who else do we have? Cheeto. Cheeto obviously got a big shout and got some game time last season. Who is going to be the standout forward that comes into this team? Because we're kind of stacked in the front positions at the moment. Vincent Kompany signing a extension at Bayern. What else do we have? Talking about Kylian Mbappe. Anything new on United? Thank you for changing my life. I am just a goalkeeper. Sen Larman's getting his credit there. What's going on here? Hugo Ekitike's best friend shares this on Snapchat. We had Garnacho's brother, now they have this guy. I'm going to follow him on Snap from now on. Okay, so Ekitike's best friend is highlighting the fact that Liverpool seem to be winning all their matches when he started, but when he's been absent or on the bench, Liverpool have lost. I mean, makes a good point. Makes a good point for his friend there. Still, I can smell the barbecue I'm cooking next week. I'm not gonna lie, Ethan, it's on my bucket list to try one of your barbecues because they look goddamn good and tasty. JJ is going to be a problem. Kid is class. Arsenal will take on Atletico Madrid at the Emirates tonight. Name one thing that will 100% happen in this match. So 63% of people... Oh wait, this is just his odds. What the hell? It's not even people voting. Nottingham Forest have appointed Sean Dyche as their new head coach. His first home fixture will be against Manchester United. Come on, we can get some points there. Surely. Manchester United already have their own Lamine Yamal as Dream Step emerges. Okay. This is about Victor Musa. What else do we have? The Premier League are set to remind Liverpool about their multi-ball rules after multiple balls were spotted on the pitch against Manchester United on more than one occasion. Under regulations introduced in 2022, balls positioned on tees around the pitch and players are expected to pick them up. Ball boys and girls are not permitted to hand them over. United have not issued a complaint, but eyes were raised among their delegation. Yeah, I don't think we'll care about that given the fact we won 2-1, but had we not, maybe. Wow, it looks like Cunha's looking at a ball boy here or something, like saying, like, how are they breaking this rule regarding the throw-ins? Aura at the City Ground. I mean, Sean Dyche. You know he means business. Manchester United have never lost in the Premier League at Anfield when leading at half-time. Crazy stat. Crazy stat. Harry Maguire's officially been nominated for Premier League Player of the Match week. Okay. Shout out to Mags. Manchester United have won the most second balls, 1 through 5, in the Premier League so far this season, with the highest win rate of 59%. Yeah, Amarim's cooking, guys. Amarim is cooking. We're actually creating a team that fights for the ball now. Emergency meeting called for tomorrow, says Indy Kayla. I don't know if we take Indy Kayla seriously or not anymore. I'd go drinking with Dyche and tried to start a fight with strangers. Nah, as soon as people hear Dyche like utter a word, they're just like, nah, we're not messing with him. We're not messing with him. Amarim on how he's going to enjoy Sunday's results. I don't drink so much. I'm enjoying it like this, just the feeling of seeing my players fighting and celebrating together. That can help us create a bond. That's the best thing in my life. Wow. Big up Amarim. What else do we have? Liverpool consider January move for Semenyo. No way. No way do they spend more money. Ruben Amorim. The best win would be against Brighton because it's the next one. This one is in the past. People will forget. We have 1 week. You are going to talk about a lot of things, so it doesn't matter. Today, players can enjoy it. Tomorrow, we focus on Brighton. One of the good stories to hear. One of the good stories to hear following Liverpool's defeat to Manchester United is that all of the players after the victory, there was no big celebration after the game. They went straight back to Carrington, got their ice baths, got their massages in, got their recovery right, and it just feels different. It feels very different at United. It feels like everyone's taking everything a lot more seriously. And a fun fact, by the way, is that had we beat Arsenal on the opening day of the season, where we actually outperformed them, I think we'd be top of the league. I think we'd be top of the league right now. McSauce scoring for Napoli. No way. Okay, one sec. Let me see this. Let me see the other scores. Man, I am starving right now, by the way. So, wow, things escalated very much in the PSG Leverkusen game. They're 4-1 up against Leverkusen. PSV Eindhoven 2-1 up against Napoli. McTominay gets the goal. Oh, we just so happened to watch one of the only games that's 0-0. Champions League lighting up, though. You love to see it. Remember, folks, if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. We are going to be going live every night where we don't post a video, pretty much. But yeah, lovely stuff. Back over to stories. That's for point admin lol. Aura. Pure aura. Gordon finally contributing a goal for the Toons. What's the goal? What's the score over in Newcastle? I can't look at two of the screens at once. Cheeky voice, correct. What else do we have here? What is going on here? Joshua Zirkzee. Okay, so here we go to the juicy bit of today's live stream. So Joshua Zirkzee is an option for West Ham. As they look to sign a new striker, they would face competition from several Italian clubs, including Roma. Joshua Zirkzee is an option for West Ham. As they look to sign a new striker, they would face competition from several Italian clubs, including Roma. Now, it's beyond me, guys, why Zirkzee would want to go to West Ham, because at the end of the day, it makes no sense. Why put your career at risk by going to a Premier League club that you don't know is gonna work out for you? There's no guarantee that you're gonna get game. Well, maybe there's a guarantee you'll get game time, but there's no guarantee you're gonna impress when you're at a struggling West Ham. Beautiful scenes, by the way. Ethan Johnson. That and Buemo kit is clean. Which out of the three kits, out of the red, black, and white, do you prefer the most? Zirk wants to blow bubbles. Matty Cash, new deal in place. New deal almost ready for McGinn. Good news for Aston Villa fans there. Okay, so we've seen that quote from Amarim. Where are we? Where's the Endrick story? Okay, here we go. So, according to Manchester Evening News, Manchester United are reportedly interested in signing Endrick on loan from Real Madrid in Jan. Hailed as the next Ronaldo, he's said to be increasingly desperate to leave. Imagine if United sign him and he actually rises to Ronaldo's level. Now, Do I think that Endrick is going to come to United? No. Do I think it makes any sense? No. We've got a lot of attackers already. Potentially, if Zirkzee leaves, maybe we get Endrick. But at the same time, Endrick is going to want game time, and it's not like Zirkzee is getting loads of game time. So Endrick would probably be missing out on game time if he came to United. So do I believe that story? No, I don't. Is he probably going to be a better player than Zirkzee? Potentially. Although United are in regular contact with Harry Maguire's camp, formal talks have yet to take place, and there's no offer on the table. Any prospect of Maguire taking a pay cut would depend entirely on the length of a new contract being offered. So far, the black one, haven't had the white kit in hand yet. Yeah, I think the black kit is the cleanest for me. I'd probably choose black over all of them. Get Camavinga, not Endrick. Yeah, that would really be a big boost. Tchouaméni, maybe? So Real Madrid are making moves to sign Alex McAllister. Summer move more likely, but January transfer not ruled out. Liverpool looking to sign elite defensive midfielder. Are they going to go in for Baleba? Hope not. But even if they do, I think Baleba would still choose United. I think a lot of players can see United are back on the rise now with Amorim and all of the new additions. So I think we won't be fighting for players anymore. Got to keep the lights on around here. Ethan Johnson, you have earned yourself a very personal and a very special glow stick party, my friend. Come on, Ethan Johnson. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you keeping the lights on in the $1 billion building. Somebody needs to pay for these truth coins, and $10 translates to 1 trillion truth coins. Thank you, Ethan Johnson. As always, my friend. What else can I give you? Aww. Give you an anime wow. Gonna give you a... what am I gonna give you? I don't know. There's such alien noise, but thank you. Thank you, Ethan Johnson. McAllister isn't better than any player in that midfield. I saw someone on bloody, what's it called? I saw someone on Sky Sports. I think she's an upcoming, I think she's an upcoming female pundit, which a lot of people keep raving about. I saw her say that, like, in a combined United Liverpool 11, Bruno Fernandes wouldn't get in there over McAllister, which is like insane. It's insane that some people have these opinions, but you know, it is what it is. Let's put these glow sticks away before we blind someone. And let's move back over to the updates. But appreciate you, Ethan Johnson. Now, Lisandro Martinez is expected to join his teammates in full training this week. He was due to be fully integrated with the first team squad last week, but was only partially involved with the rest of the group. Instead, he is set to step up his training this week and should make a return to first team action before the international break next month. Honestly, we're just going from strength to strength, lads. We are genuinely going from strength to strength. Like, Lisandro Martinez coming back, our forward scoring, the midfield looking on point. The only thing we've got to worry about is like the last 30 minutes of games when Ugarte comes on. And obviously Delo if he keeps starting games. But come on, Martinez. The fan who assaulted Frank Eilert, aka the United Strand, has been identified and handed an indefinite ban from Old Trafford. Oh, we'll like this. We'll like this post. Well done. Come on, let's applaud. Let's applaud Manchester United for stepping in here. Because, oh my God. What just happened there? I think Atletico Madrid just hit the bar. Hit the crossbar. Julian Alvarez, so close. But this is something that needs to get a lot more coverage. I think I'm probably going to... I'll make a post on this on the Instagram page right now. Because I'm sorry, but like this guy, I think he's raised a lot of money for charity. He's obviously doing it as a joke. And the fact that like some guy thinks that he can just go over to him and grab his hair, like what an absolute, mind my language, but what an absolute knob. What an absolute knob. So I'm going to repost this on Old Truthford's Instagram. Where are we? United District. The fan who assaulted Frank. Yeah, we're going to be reposting this. Imagine that though. Imagine being like a lifelong Manchester United fan and maybe you've got a season ticket and then you throw all that away because you grab another United fan by the hair. Like, why even do it? Being affiliated with TUS will do that. Is he affiliated with United Stand? I didn't actually know if he's like, is he a United Stand like person or? Because obviously his name's based on like the United Stand, but still, I don't know, man. Maybe he got confused with him and Mark Goldbridge, and that's why he grabbed him by his hair. Let me tag well done Manchester United. The United Strand. Okay. Where are we? Sorry guys, I just really need to post this because that kind of stuff, it pisses me off, man. When we're one fan base, you know he's a United fan. You know he's been a United fan for so long. And yeah, you think that, oh, okay, you're going to like physically assault him because he's like a young lad or whatever. Like, what an absolute knob is what I say. But yeah, let's keep going with the stories. Being affiliated with United Stand will do that. I don't remember seeing him on air, but still, Goldbridge makes it difficult to be down. True. Very true. A firm decision over Harry Maguire is yet to be made. Although United are in regular contact with his camp, formal talks have yet to take place, and there's no offer on the table. Any prospect of him taking a pay cut would depend entirely on the length of a new contract being offered to him. I am tempted to make a video on Harry Maguire. I think if he has another decent performance, then I'll make a special video dedicated to him. Start bench sell with Ahmad. Mbappe, Haaland and Bellingham. What does he go with? Start Mbappe. Bench who? Bench Haaland. And sell Bellingham. Okay, interesting. Or Arsenal coming close there with Gyökeres, but it's defended well by Atletico Madrid. Okay, now they're just asking about like brands. Come on, let's see. Very good, defended well. We're seeing the Martinez and Buemo did the celebration on purpose. He did the Mo Salah celebration. Wow. And Buemo's really cooking up to be quite a villain, you know. We should extend Maguire. Yeah, 100%. I say Maguire, put him on like 100k, give him like a 4-year contract. Good squad player. 100%. I thought they were mocking Ten Hag for a second. No. Good to see Mainu in good spirits. It is indeed. We know Mainu's not like causing any any issues. He's a professional. Can't play that because I think it's him singing Rihanna. NBA is back. NBA is back. Hater Central. Is Hater Central going to start tweeting on the NBA? Potentially. He should have never been captain and had those expectations. I hope Amorim realises that even though Maguire was good against Liverpool, he is the wrong type of centre-back to play against a team like Brighton. Brighton's style will expose Maguire's deficiencies. I agree, Johnny. I actually agree. I don't think Maguire should start against Brighton. I do think Maguire should get a new contract, though. As a squad player, I don't think you'll get better pedigree than Harry Maguire. 1 second, lads. Okay. But yeah, Maguire should definitely be offered a new contract. I'd be sad to see him go, to be fair, at this point. Marcus Rashford scores in the Champions League. Martinez is expected to join full training this week. Can't show the Rashford goals, otherwise we'll get blocked. Blocked. Another UCL match day, another UCL brace for Marcus Rashford. 5 goal contributions for Marcus Rashford in the Champions League so far this season. Honestly, he has been reborn, to be fair, but hopefully it just means more money for United. Haters' thoughts, football, basketball, both. Yeah, I think Hater Central's gotta stick with football, I'm afraid. What's Delic saying here about Lenny Yoro? Lenny Yoro came on in the last 15 minutes. As a defender, to come on in the last minute is the most difficult thing to do. But, oh God, Arsenal have just scored. And who is it? Oh, what's his name? Gabriel. Gabriel has scored for Arsenal against Atletico Madrid. Four goals, 1 assist, 1 penalty, 1 for Rashford. Pay the 30 mil and don't complain. Is it only 30 mil? Wow. And looks like we're up to date, folks. Let's see if we've missed anything. What is going on here? On Landmark, 400th Inside United pays homage to every edition that came before it. Unreal header from Scott McTominay. Oh, again, I can't show it. Need to remember that. 12 consecutive games scoring and 18 goals in his last 14 games for Man City. Erling Haaland again and again. Honestly, Mbappe or Haaland have to win the Ballon d'Or next year, surely. Chido Obi goal, Shea Lacey assist against Barnsley. Decent goal, decent assist. Cool. I think that is everything, lads. Great set piece FC. Oh, sorry. Great set piece FC. Yeah, that's all of it. Oh, Atleti are through. Atleti. Oh, it's over. Way over. Should have done better in a position like that. Remember, folks, if you are new to Old Truthford, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We do go live every single night unless we're posting a video. And we cover watch-alongs for every single Manchester United match. So join the team, lads. Join the team and hit that subscribe button. But lads, we are probably going to have to end it there because admin is absolutely starving. I'll see if I can keep up with the scores to see what happens. Hopefully Atletico Madrid can get back in this game. But hope you all have a delightful evening or delightful afternoon. If you're watching the afternoon games, you American folk. But yeah, have a good day. Have a good evening. But for now, Godspeed.